y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Hey, you say happy Tuesday. How y'all doing? I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the midday news show. Y'all come on in, hit the thumbs up button, tell somebody about the player. Share it. That's what we need. Today is October 25th, 2022. You say, shout out to the 717 is screaming, hey, already for Pastor to drop some wisdom. That's what I'm finna try to do out here because there's some things that's going on. They done shot up another school. I don't know who they is because they ain't showed us who they is. Say, hey, Sugar 912 Savannah's in the building. Say the 203 is checking in. Willie, what it do? The Bronx, New York is in this piece. What's happening? I appreciate y'all for jumping on in here. Brooklyn is in the building. Say the 504 is in the building for these 30 minutes of 5 watch 23 6 your 9. Say, hey, Willie, the Bronx is up in here. Say, hey, chat, what's happening? Dayton, Ohio is in the building. Orlando is in the building. Dade County is in the building. The 657 is in the house. Indiana is checking in. Once again, say happy Tuesday. Willie in the chat from B More. Chi-Town is checking in for that 5. The 412 is here for that 30 minutes of 5. The 214 Oak Cliff, Texas is checking in for the midday news. Come on, Pastor, with that good word. I'm finna try to get to you. The 334 Gump Monkey Town is in the building. Queen City is checking in for the midday news. And the 414 is checking in for that 5. That's what's up, man. I appreciate y'all for joining the player. This is a sad day for a whole bunch of people, as it's always a sad day after what is being reported about a school shooting that transpired yesterday, and sometimes we gotta wait. We try to get more information and things like that so we can just do it in one show. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times we don't want to keep updating situations, you know what I'm saying, when we should be able to have the information that's needed before we go ahead on and do a whole show about it. But that's what's up. Listen, I ain't need much gonna hold you. Let's go and get right into it. Let's get right into it. It's what you're here for. Let me go down and grab it like this. Hell, I thought I already had it. Remember, we're trying to get the likes up over 500 in every show. I appreciate y'all already ahead of time. So I want to say thank you for the 500 thumbs up ahead of time. Remember, share, tell somebody where you're at and what you're doing. Let's go ahead on and get right into it, because this is something that parents need to always see and always know that can happen. And now I can kind of say that it possibly will happen in your area.
Another school shooting, this time in St. Louis. It happened today at the city's Central Visual and Performing Arts High School. Terrified students leaving their school with hands raised, escaping the senseless horror of bullets and bloodshed in their hallways and classrooms. A teenage girl was pronounced dead inside the school. Another victim, a teacher, died at the hospital. The gunman, believed to be in his 20s, was killed in a gun battle with police. This was the 40th school shooting in the U.S. this year. That's a half dozen more than in all of last year.
40 school shootings this year. Not talking about this school year, this year, the whole 2022. Go ahead.
The mayor of St. Louis spoke for so many parents today, saying our children shouldn't have to experience this.
Wait, stop. I got to bag up, because she did say what for the past 6 months.
He was killed in a gun battle with police. This was the 40th school shooting in the U.S. this year. That's a half dozen more than in all of last year.
A half dozen more of all of last year. And remember, 2021... everybody wasn't in school like that. Remember that? It's kind of strange. That's the only point that I wanted to make, but go ahead.
The mayor of St. Louis spoke for so many parents today, saying our children shouldn't have to experience this. Caroline Hecker of our CBS St. Louis affiliate KMOV joins us now from the scene. Good evening, Caroline.
Caroline, talk to us, baby.
Good evening, Nora. It was a horrifying and chaotic scene here that played out at the school. The victims ranging in age from 61 years old to just 15. The shooting sending students scrambling to safety, jumping out of windows, and finding any door they could find. It was just after 9 a.m.
It was reported an active shooter in a high school
when an all too familiar scene erupted.
We're walking out the building. It's blood on the ground and stuff like that. We see students covered in blood. I see a lot of kids. There was kids crying everywhere.
Police raced to Central Visual and Performing Arts High School. Traumatized students ran for their lives. Relatives rushed to their loved ones.
It's a nightmare.
Students say the shooter entered the school with a long gun, then opened fire, killing one female teenager and injuring at least 7 others. One victim, teacher Jean Kusha, who passionately raised money for diabetes research, later died at the hospital. The gunman was reportedly killed by police.
I seen my friend have all blood on her hand, and it was like she seen the shooter, and the shooter came to her and said, "You ready to die?" And to see her just screaming and crying, and it was just hurt me.
As the community mourns, there are
That's a good question. That's a good question. But as we just had done seen, we had a commentator, a used to be commentator on YouTube who have been sued for $1 billion for saying what he wanted to say about a similar situation. You asked the question, where's the footage? That's something that I always ask. Where can we see something? You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing yet. So we just got to take people's word. It is what it is. This is a real incident. This is a real incident for those of you who may think that it's fake. This is real. We don't want to be sued. Shout out to Logan. Damn it, I missed that right there. Hold on. Shout out to Logan for the $2 super chat. Say, kids still protesting homework. In these screens. Hold on.
Questions about safety at the school where authorities say 7 security personnel were on duty at the time.
So we had seven people, security, people who's supposed to be watching out and everything, and still someone was able to get in with a long gun out here in these streets. Shout out to Esther for the $5 cash out. Say, because the early bird gets the worm. Hey, Willie, how you doing? I appreciate that right there. Shout out to Tony for the $5 super chat. Say the 505 is round here for Toe Touching Tuesday. That's what's up.
It was
I like
a timely response by that security officer. The fact that the door did cause pause for the suspect.
So the doors was closed. The doors was locked. Joe Clark.
That bought us some time. So, but yes, the doors were locked.
Investigators located the suspect's car and are searching for more clues to the gunman's motive.
Everyone who survived here is going to take home trauma. Even the officers who responded here, the firefighters, and the paramedics who worked on people here are going to experience some degree of trauma.
Do y'all understanding that this here was going on when we was live yesterday morning? Well, for the midday. Yeah. I believe it was. Yeah. Thanks so. Get this right.
Now, agents with the ATF and FBI were seen searching a home connected.
My bad. I said the wrong thing. It was happening at 9 o'clock in the morning. It was before we went live.
To that gunman this afternoon. Again, the ATF and FBI seen searching that home for several hours here in South St. Louis. He is said to be a 19-year-old male, graduated, Nora, from this school just last year. Tonight, the community plans to hold a vigil. Nora?
Caroline Hecker, thank you so much.
So it kind of seems to me, because he graduated, the person of interest is the person who graduated from the same school. So it seemed to me that he possibly had problems with adjusting to being out of school. A lot of folks will have problems adjusting when being out of school when you have nothing to look forward to, I would guess, or just life in itself is depressing out here in the street. And y'all automatically know what they gonna use is mental health problems. when people shooting up schools because they feel like that you're supposed to care about other people, and if you don't, then you have a mental issue. Well, I'm here to tell you, people who do care about other people have mental issues too. So like we say around here, we all got a mental issue, one way or another. We all got a mental issue. No one is exempt from the mental issues. It's just some is better than the others. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me bam that, do that, bam, bam, got that. We gonna do this one right here. And listen. I watch a lot of videos, y'all. I watched a lot on the topic to see what's going on, to see what's really been said out here in these streets. I'm not gonna be able to say what I want to say. I just want to clear that up. I'm not going to be able to say what I really, in certain instances, of what I really want to say. Just want to put that disclaimer out here early. Go ahead.
Standing with a student who was inside at the time and actually recorded audio of the gunshots. This is...
Say, is the gun okay, though? That's what's up.
Sorry, tell me what it was like when you heard that and what happened next.
Well, I mean, at first... it was going good in the day, and I guess the principal chose the right day to do a hall sweep because students were obligated to go to and from where it's supposed to be. So when I got into the counselor's office to where I was going, this kid came in and was like, they're shooting. And the counselor was like, wait, what did he say? He was like, he's shooting. I didn't take it seriously because this type of stuff just don't go on in our school. Our school is not a bad school, and we hold, good reputation as far as arts and things. So I wasn't believing it, but then they called Mal Davis on the intercom. That's when I was kind of more believing it. And we went to the counselor's office, and we put a big old bookshelf over the door. And I still wasn't really believing it until I started hearing all gunshots. Then when I started hearing gunshots, panic set into my heart. And we had like kids that were crying and stuff. And as that was going on, I tried to call my mom and things. Well, I didn't try to call her. I texted my mom and things, and I started recording for what happened in the situation.
Oh, so you got footage. Oh, all right, go ahead.
And I put my phone down, and I was looking for something to defend myself with, but the gunshots were coming too close. So I couldn't get up to defend myself because they were going back and forth, shooting real bad. So my teacher told me to lay down on the floor. So that's what I did until the police officers came and got us.
Let's bring in Mom. I want to know how you found out about it and how quickly did you get here?
Yes, well, my youngest daughter, Zariah, she also attends the school. And I just dropped her off maybe about 30 minutes before she called and told me that she was screaming and crying, and I didn't know what she was saying. It was very incoherent, so I didn't know what she was crying for. So I'm asking her, what are you crying for? What's going on? And she was saying someone is in the school shooting. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, my mind was just blown because I just dropped her off. And as my daughter said, this has never happened in the years that my daughters have been there. My oldest daughter, she's a senior, and my youngest daughter, she's a junior. So I'm not used to anything like this. It's actually my first time ever experiencing something like this. And now that it's hit home for me, for all of these school shootings that I have seen on TV, it's unreal. And so I just got up here as soon as I could, and thank God they're okay.
What was it like?
Say this is happening too often these days. You're absolutely correct. Shout out to LaVars for the $1 cash app. Say wait, the candlelight vigil and balloon release. It's coming. Don't worry.
Seeing her.
It's
my
coming.
God, it's unscribable. I pray for God's protection. I plead the blood over my children every day, over my children, over my family, and God is real.
I plead the. All right. I can't do it. I can't let it go. She plead the blood of Jesus over her children, and God is real. And God, hold on. Let me get the words right.
That's protection. I plead the blood over my children every day.
Hold on.
On TV, it's unreal. Mm-hmm. And so I just got up here as soon as I could. Okay. And thank God they're okay.
What was it like seeing her?
My God, it's unscribable. I pray for God's protection. I plead the blood over my children every day, over my children, over my family, and God is real.
Would a person say that God is real if their child was the one who got killed or shot or injured? Would we say that? Well, would we say that if our child died? Great question. Where is God? So when people speak this way, it have me thinking, so no other parent is pleading the blood of Jesus over their child or over their children? Because they say that 3 died, and 7 got injured. So is only God real because nothing happened to your child? Is this what we saying? I don't know. I'm just asking the question. Shout out to Joe Biden's touching hands for the $2 super chat. They sound like a student had an issue with a certain kid. That's a good point.
He real. He showed up for my daughters.
I like the words. I love what you just said. He's real. He showed up for my daughters. So you're saying that God didn't show up for the 3 who died? I'm just saying. Hey, that's what it sounds like to me. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Tell me what it sounds like to you.
And he protected them when I couldn't.
So God protected them, but didn't protect the 3 who died and the 7 who got injured. Is this what we saying now?
That's amazing to hear. Zoraya, come back over here.
Say it wasn't your daughter's time to go.
Here, I just want to know, what's it like hearing your mom and being with her after this?
To be honest, I just feel like I'm grateful because while I was in there, I held onto my Jesus piece and I prayed.
I didn't even watch this. I did not watch the full video. I really, really didn't. I had on my Jesus piece. Y'all do know symbols of Jesus is wrong. We all know that by now, because we grown now. Having Jesus on the cross and all that stuff, y'all know that that's against the teachings. Or maybe you haven't read your book. But go ahead.
After this.
To be honest, I just feel like I'm grateful because while I was in there, I held onto my Jesus piece and I prayed because there was nothing else I could do but to pray. So I prayed, and then when I got in contact with her and I saw her out here and I saw my aunt, because it's 3 of us that go here. Me and my sister were on the same floor, and I saw my aunt, and it was just a relief that somebody was here to come and take us away from the situation, and I feel like stuff was going to be okay.
Anything you want to add, Mom?
Just pray over your kids. Pray over them every day. I mean, things are out of your control, but nothing is out of God's control. So always pray for your children's safety, and, you know, just always keep in contact with them. Get them a cell phone if they don't have one, because if my daughters didn't call me, I wouldn't have known or wouldn't be able to get up here as quickly as I could. So cell phones are always good when used the proper way, but as we know, even in the school shooting type situation, even if the children can reach out to their parents and shit, there's nothing you can do. Whether you get up there early or you get up there late, there's nothing you can do in between. So just because they have the phone to be able to reach out, okay, you will get the information early, but there's nothing that you can do even with that information. Well, when you get there, you know what I'm saying? You could just clock out early or something like that right there and be on your way around there. But it's something else that she just said. It's out of your control, but nothing is out of God's control.
Nothing is out of God's control. So why are we praying? So if nothing is out of God's control, then that means the situations that is transpiring on earth, God is deciding not to do what you would like for God to do. So that means your praying really is for nothing. If nothing is out of God's control, there's nothing God can't fix, right? then that means God is allowing these situations to happen also, because it is in his control, but at least he saved yours. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. It's kind of like, could you have the same conversation with one of the parents whose child just died? Shout out to Joe Biden, touching hands for the $5 super chat. Say, why should I give a damn about all children if God don't? Ooh, that was good. Yeah, praying equals begging. That's a real definition, y'all. In case y'all don't know, prayer equals beg. But go ahead.
Always pray for your children's safety, and, you know, just always keep in contact with them. Get them a cell phone if they don't have one, because if my daughters didn't call me, I wouldn't have known or wouldn't be able to get up here as quickly as I could. So cell phones are always good when used the proper way. But
yes, the proper way for information. Cell phones is really, really good. I'm in agreement with her. Shout out to the Swaggy Deacon for the $1 cash app. You say the others were protected by their own blood. Ooh.
The police, they got here, a flood of...
You say, and ye is crazy. Talking about Kanye, and ye is crazy.
Police officers, so I'm feeling okay now. Mm-hmm. But, and if your children are asking for therapy because of this situation, if they are emotionally distressed, please get them some therapy and counseling.
Thank you both.
And right now, it will be free now, sponsored by the school. It will be free now for anybody who need to talk to anybody. Please have folk to talk to people. Have folk to talk to the professionals and stuff out there, because this is traumatizing if you never experienced it. That's what's up.
For sharing this incredibly emotional experience, and we're glad that you're both okay.
That's what's up. That's all they had on that one right there. Listen. A lot of these, to be honest, I got about 5, 6 of them. I didn't watch them through. I really didn't watch them through. I was trying to grab them before they decided to go it on and maybe take them down or something like that right there. So, woo! When we go to talking about the Lord, this is really, it's really like bothersome for me, because we say one thing, but we don't look at things from the other end. If you say that God protected your child, then what does that say about the other parents who have been praying the blood of Jesus over their child, and their child got injured and or killed? So it's a conflict within itself when we're talking about the Lord. It just really is. I know y'all be in y'all feelings when folk be talking about your Jesus and your gods and whatever. I do understand that. But y'all be cutting off common sense, which you can, because it's your life. Do exactly what you want to do. I'm just not going to cut my common sense off. I need mine. You know what I'm saying? The 203 is in the building. What it do? Y'all, let's go it on and go to another one.
In a school shooting in Missouri.
The gunman was shot and killed. It happened at a high school in St. Louis this morning. Okay. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with more for us. Dick.
Well, Maurice and Christine, the 2 victims killed were an adult woman and a teenage girl. In addition, 6 others were injured, police say, from gunshots and shrapnel. They say the school doors were locked, but the gunman, described as a man about 20 years old, somehow got in.
Say you know the Bible, but you don't understand it, Willie. You know, I always love when people tell me that when they have no idea my understanding of the book. Y'all do also know what I do is also entertainment. But y'all do also know I speak with a lot of sense. I speak with common sense. A lot of people will tell you that you do not understand, but then when y'all sit down and see what each other have been speaking, or shall I say, have been studying, see, sometimes it's best to be thought dumb or ignorant. Oh, sometimes it really is. It really is. The way I speak about your religions, the way I speak about your Bibles, it's for a reason. Don't get it twisted. But I love when other people tell you what you don't understand. Okay. That's what's up.
some big old white men, like, had to be middle-aged.
Oh, Jesus, wait a minute.
2 people were killed and several injured in a school shooting in Missouri.
The gunman was shot and killed. It happened at a high school in St. Louis this morning. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with more for us. Dick.
Or better yet, can you tell me what I don't understand about your Bible? I love those type of conversations. Shout out to Brother Cam for the $1 cash app. Say Satan is shaking her head right now. Hell no, that's what's up.
Well, Maurice and Christine, the 2 victims killed were an adult woman and a teenage girl. In addition, 6 others were injured. Police say from gunshots and shrapnel. They say the school doors were locked, but the gunman, described as a man about 20 years old, somehow got in.
Some big old white man, like, had to be middle-aged, said, "Oh, y'all gonna die."
Terrified students at the
She used the term middle age.
St. Louis high school say they had to barricade doors and huddle in classroom corners in hopes of keeping the gunman away. But when the...
Y'all understand that she said middle age, but they're saying that the shooter is 19 or 20? But go ahead.
Gunfire got close, they had to move quickly.
Until we hear these gunshots and the windows just rattling and we see people jumping out the windows and stuff. These officers had like a ladder or something, so they said jump and we're going to catch us. So we jumped down and they caught all of us and we started running real fast.
Students described the horrific scene after the shooting.
We're walking out the building, it's blood on the ground and stuff like that. We see students covered in blood. I see a lot of kids. It was kids crying everywhere.
Police say the school doors were locked and they don't know how the gunman got in, carrying what they call a long gun. But police say they tracked him down and killed him in a shootout.
Stop. Shout out to Joe Buttons touching hands for the $5 super chat. Say to us, praying has become hoping white people figure it out for us. Not doing the damn thing and laziness just means we don't plan on doing nothing. I like that right there. Go ahead.
The security staff did an outstanding job identifying the suspect's efforts to enter and immediately notified other staff and ensured that we were contacted.
Shout out to Esther for the $2 cash app. You say God can give life and God can take life. Pick a side. That's what's up.
Now say they want no part of going back and resuming classes anytime soon.
To be honest, I'm not going back to school. I think as of right now, I'm not going back to school. I can't do it. I'm traumatized. I still feel like I'm real scared still to come. I won't be back to school for a couple, at least next month, like when it's all over. It's sick that people want to have the attention to kill kids.
7 security.
She reminds me of Fantasia. Or is it just me?
People want to have the attention to kill kids.
7 security people were on duty at the time of the shooting. Police say they have not yet positively identified the shooter, so right now they can't say what, if any, connection he might have had to the school.
I'm so glad that you just said that. Say that man is dead. Show his pic so we can judge, because we judge around here. I've been waiting on y'all to say that right there, like, Willie, who is the shooter? Who is the shooter? We don't know. Remember, he's not a minor. And he's dead, and he's a school shooter. Typically, they put the picture up of the person. Do y'all know I can't find the picture? I can't find the picture unless... Damn it, if y'all can find it, tell me where to find it at. And according to the young lady, he's a lighter hue brother. Why we ain't got no picture? It's just like the last school shooting. And then finally we got the picture. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tony for the $5 super chat. Say darker hues know how to run, and that's why casualties were few. Just saying. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, listen. Say a big white dude. The hell? I can't do that right now. You say, Willie, he said he was a big white dude. No. That was a female. That's a female who said that.
CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with more for us. Dick.
Well, Maurice and Christine, the 2 victims killed were an adult woman and a teenage girl.
Yeah.
In addition, 6 others were injured. Police say from gunshots and shrapnel. They say the school doors were locked, but the gunman, described as a man about 20 years old, somehow got in.
Some big old white men, like, had to be middle-aged, said, "Oh, y'all gonna die."
That's a girl right there. Got nails on everything. Well, hell, It don't matter, but yeah.
Some big old white man, like, had to be middle-aged, saying, "Oh, y'all gonna die."
Terrified students at the...
See, when I be listening, it just be sounding funny to me. The situations be sounding funny now. Situations be sounding funny. I can think for myself, and a lot of things that don't make sense to me, but hey.
St. Louis high schools say they had to barricade doors and huddle in classroom corners in hopes of keeping the gunman away. But when the gunfire got close, they had to move quickly.
Until we hear these gunshots and the windows just rattling, and we see people jumping out the windows and stuff. Police officers had like a ladder or something, so they said jump and we're going to catch y'all. So we jumped down, and they caught all of us, and we started running real fast.
Students describe...
Y'all got on the roof? Oh, maybe because it's 2 stories and there's a portion that's probably like a 1 story, and y'all got the windows up there, so y'all able to get out of the windows and land on the roof of the 1 story part. So that's probably what happened.
The horrific scene after the shooting.
We're walking out the building. It's blood on the ground and stuff like that. We see students covered in blood.
See students covered in blood. So what's up? Say, Willie, I did notice that they not one time mentioned the shooter's criminal history, so he couldn't have been black. Say it would have been out there.
I see a lot of kids. It was kids crying everywhere.
Police say the school doors were locked, and they don't know how the gunman got in, carrying what they call a long gun. But police say they tracked him down and killed him in a shootout.
The security staff did an outstanding job.
We went through all that right there. Let's go on to the next one. Shit, I got so many motherfuckers. But bam, 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 bam. Let me grab it. Hold on. Y'all gotta get the lights up. We gotta get the lights up. Sure enough, appreciate that right there. I have been waiting for the person to tell me what I don't understand about the Bible. Again. I love talking about your book. I really, really do. I'm down with you, Lord. Shout out to Lancelot for the $2 super chat. Say, here's a little something of appreciation. Cheers. I appreciate that right there. Y'all, let's go on and get into this one right here. Let's see what's being said now.
He just thought it was a regular intruder drill, but then when we started hearing sirens outside and the teachers started to even get scared, we knew that this wasn't just a regular drill. Nope. And it was real. So then the teacher, she crawled over and she was asking for help to move the lockers to the door so they can't get in. Mm-hmm. And we started hearing glass breaking from the outside and gunshots outside the door. And then we tried to jump out the window, but it was concrete at the bottom of one of the windows that was open, so we couldn't go down there. So we had to wait a little longer before the assistant principal came up to one of the windows that was locked. And when we opened it, the teacher said to come on, and we all had to jump out the window.
You're talking about the question of I have been waiting for somebody to tell me what about the Bible that I don't understand. I really do like it. Shout out to Esther for the $2 cash out. He say, where's at? Say, don't they have gunshots everywhere? When I tell y'all, a lot of things just be missing to me, in my opinion, we missing a lot of stuff.
So you jumped out the window to get out?
Mm-hmm.
What was going through your head at that point?
That I need to stay alive.
What's up?
Did you contact your mom?
Mm-hmm.
When did she get here?
Like as soon as I got up here at the Schnucks.
What was that like to see your mom?
Hopeful.
What's going through your head right now? Have you processed actually what happened this morning at your school?
Mm-mm.
Hard to let it sink in?
That's what's up. Hold on. Shout out to Joe Barnes with a $5 super chat. Say these kids seem real chatty when it comes to snitching in this incident, but if Cavantavius shot up the block and the kids get killed, they won't snitch. Absolutely correct. That's what we be trying to say around here. Shout out to Lancelot for the $2 super chat. Say here's another plus one more. Cheers. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to Pensive Man for the $4.99 super chat. Say they usually don't kill the lighter hue shooters. That's a good point. That's a good one. Shout out to Lancelot for the $1 super chat. Appreciate that right there. Listen, he is doing he is giving a whole synopsis about what's transpired, which is understood. I will say this like I said it about, I think, almost everyone that we talked about almost every shooting. Where the footage? Where is the footage? They know that we're in 2022. They know that we're in 2022, and people is going to question stuff. People want to see. See, back in the days, there was a time before we had phones and stuff that we wouldn't even ask about the footage because people that have phones. Now, if you got 1,000 students in the school, that's damn near 1,000 phones in the school. And yeah, and cameras are everywhere. The school cameras is all over the place. You're absolutely correct. Where's the FaceTime videos? I'm not saying that there are no FaceTime videos. I'm just saying, I'm asking where they at. That's all. Come on.
We're also learning more about the shooter in this situation. He's been identified by police as 19-year-old Orlando Harris.
Orlando Harris, 19-year-old. So we got a name. Let's see if we get a face.
Fox News' Chris Renier is near downtown detailing what we know so far about this part of the story.
That's what I said earlier. Say, careful, Willie. Questions cost Alex Jones $1 billion. You're absolutely correct. That's why I say I believe exactly what happened. What they're saying is the truth. I am not saying that it didn't happen. Nope. Nobody would have heard that from me. You say the Bible is for a certain people and laws that they must follow. It's not a religion. You absolutely correct. The Bible is for certain people. The biggest problem in the community that people think the Bible is for everyone. You think I understand it now? I'm in agreement exactly for what you're saying because it's absolutely correct. You think I understand it now? See, I know that. Maybe your assumption was that you didn't think that I know that. That's why I say sometimes it's best to be thought dumb and or ignorant. But go ahead.
A picture of Harris.
I do it like this for a reason.
It's starting to come together. We're just outside of FBI headquarters. The FBI is investigating this tragedy along with St. Louis City Police. Among the questions being looked into, where did Harris get all of the massive firepower that he had with him when he smashed through a door of the school and then opened fire inside of the building?
Where did he get the massive firepower? Okay. So now we got questions. Go ahead.
Harris's home in South St. Louis was searched yesterday by FBI and ATF agents. Authorities also searched his car that was left at the high school. We understand police were looking for items in the car that could have served as possibly some sort of manifesto or list of past school shootings and shooters. Investigators say Harris's motive is not yet clear. Investigators tell us Harris just graduated from Central Visual and Performing Arts High School last year, and that he broke into the school yesterday morning with his rifle drawn.
Say you using the Lord's name in vain. Well, you gonna have to repent. That's what's up.
Harris reportedly telling others that this is your day. Pick it up right there, guys. Pick it up there. Harris reportedly telling others that this is the day you're going to die. Police say Harris had no adult criminal record and that investigators are looking into whether mental illness may have been a factor.
Didn't I tell you we gonna use mental illness? I say cancel all schools. I like that.
Interim.
Hell, you can't shoot up the schools if there's no one in there. Go ahead.
St. Louis City Police Chief Michael Sack says Harris had almost a dozen 30-round high-capacity magazines of ammunition with him. We asked Sack and the FBI questions yesterday.
The individual had almost a dozen 30-round, high-capacity magazines on him. So that's a whole lot of victims there.
The FBI has started a digital media collection website for this case. Anyone with photos, videos, or other digital evidence should upload it for the FBI and the St. Louis Police Department to view.
People who have photos, videos, we need you to upload them for the St. Louis Police Department and for us, the people, to view. When in the history of high schoolers, since we've had cell phones, when in the history do you actually have to tell high schoolers to upload what they have recorded? Again, if there is footage out here, I would love to see it.
That link is fbi.gov/central VPA. Reporting here downtown St. Louis, I'm Chris Fernier.
Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to Pensive Man for the 499 super chat. Say darker hue shooters get dead, lighter hue shooters get Burger King. Yeah. Sometimes they just be hungry. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. We got one more of these right here, man, and then we were moving right along. Hell, I just got to show y'all what's out here. Oh, excuse me. That's what's up. Why do we say excuse me when we sneeze? And why do people say bless you? Have we even thought about that? I'm pretty sure people have, but maybe they didn't have anybody to ask the question to, or maybe they decide just to not ask the question to anyone. But I think that's a good question. Hold up. Bam, bam, bam. Is this right here? All right. I think this will be the last one of what I got for this situation. Say programming. Excellent answer. Oh, did I do the story on the MS-13 marijuana? Nope. I got to look into it.
A few hours ago, our Robert Townsend spoke with the father of the young girl killed today. Robert continues our team coverage live outside the high school with the emotional interview you will only see here tonight. Robert.
I just want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to say. Shout out to Joe Biden, super chat for the $3.12 super chat. Say, Willie, say, here's $3.12. Say, just for being you, Chicago. That's what's up. I appreciate that right there. Say, Willie the pimp. That's what's happening. This will be number 7. This will be number 7 video. Not one of these media videos recorded anything other than a darker hue person. Y'all do understand that, right? So is y'all telling me that the St. Louis school is predominantly black? Is it predominantly black? Is it like 80% black? Because when you look at pictures that they have online, it's like mixed. It is like really, really mixed. But it could be predominantly black. Why they have not interviewed anyone other than black people? I don't understand this. So our lighter hue brothers and sisters is not in distress. Our lighter hue brothers and sisters is not traumatized, or they don't have a story to tell. Yeah, not even the World Star video, nothing.
Like Andre Bell calls this the worst day of his life, he still cannot believe his daughter was shot and killed here at a high school.
Say you don't love your kids if you live in St. Louis.
It's a nightmare. Tears streamed down Andre Bell's face when he got the heartbreaking telephone call Monday morning. His daughter, 15-year-old Alexandria Bell, had been shot and killed in her classroom at Central Visual and Performing Arts High School in South St. Louis. Dad lives in Los Angeles.
Her mother called me, and that's how I found out. She was everything to me. Joyful. Wonderful. Great person.
Alexandria was a 10th grader at Central VPA. Her dad says she had an outgoing personality, loved to dance, and was a member of her high school's junior varsity dance team.
She was the little girl.
That's a good point. Why does the anchor man sound happy?
That I love to see. That I love to hear from. No matter how I felt, I can talk to her, and it was all right. That was my baby.
Alexandria's health teacher, 61-year-old Jean Kushka, was also killed in the shooting. The beloved teacher worked for the school district for 20 years.
Stop. He said, Daddy got up out of there. Why he ain't take his daughter to L.A.? Ooh. Shout out to Logan for the $2 super chat. Say, is that Cola Bell's brother? Wow.
She reportedly lost her life trying to protect her students.
I need somebody to make this make sense.
That from a grieving dad who has many questions about the deadly shooting that took his daughter's life 1 month before Alex's 16th birthday.
So it's election year. Willie say race has to be front and center. That's a great point.
Right now, I'm just trying to find some answers. I want to know how he got in.
Now, Bell just talked to his daughter yesterday afternoon. He will now fly here to St. Louis in a couple of days and help prepare Alex's funeral. Live in South City, Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
A few hours ago,
things just don't be. I am such a skeptic. I don't be believing shit. Like it's really hard for me to believe a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta take what people saying. Hey. Say no tears. Say he's smiling too much for me. We do got to point that there out because we pointed out by everybody else in every other situation. But they said that he was crying at the time, and I did see water off his cheek. But I am like I say in any other situation, when people don't seem that hurt to me, in my opinion, people grieve different. I got it. It's understood. Just in my mind, especially like my child just died, I can't, my child just died, like today, and I'm interviewing today, I possibly can't interview today. Like, I can't. Just in my mind. Shout out to Joe Biden for the $5 super chat. They say they want to incite black rage and fear. This is ultimately so we can keep voting Democrat because they'll come save us. Same old okie doke. Which is also a great point too, because this side over here is against guns. This side over here is for guns. They will continue to argue the gun violence type argument. They will continue to do that. Shout out to Judah Kicks for the $5 super chat. Say, educate me. Who is the Bible for? And for those who the Bible is not for, is there no fate for them? Ooh, that's a good point. Well, the Bible is for the Israelites. But a whole bunch of people believe that the Bible is for everybody. They was talking to the Israelites. And then a lot of people call themselves the Israelites. My question is, how do you know? Back to this right here. I'm not saying that you ain't. I'm just saying, how do you know? That's my thing. That's just like my whole thing. But again, it still go back to, I didn't see any videos of any other hues. This is a real problem. But do y'all understand? I got this video yesterday. The incident happened yesterday.
High school.
It's a nightmare.
Tears streamed down Andre Bell's face when he got the heartbreaking telephone call Monday morning. His daughter, 15-year-old Alex.
Today is Tuesday, ain't it? He got the call Monday morning because this incident happened on Monday.
Alexandria Bell had been shot and killed in her classroom at Central Visual and Performing Arts High School in South St. Louis. Dad lives in Los Angeles.
Her mother called me. And that's how I found out. She was everything to me. Joyful.
When we say those words, I ain't saying that he wrong for saying them. All I'm saying, when we speak like that, This person was everything to me. It hasn't been 24 hours. I don't understand how we're able to speak without bubbling up into a cry. I don't understand. When we saying that this was my everything or this is my everything, it ain't been 24 hours. Again, people grieve different, understood. Sometimes it ain't sat in. Well, let me say it like that. When somebody tell you that your child just died, I believe it sets in immediately. But that's just my thought.
Wonderful.
Like, yeah, like no interview. I just heard. I'm still on the floor. Bitch, I'm hollering every goddamn thing. Possibly. You know what I'm saying? I just...
Great person.
Alexandria was a 10th grader at Central VPA. Her dad
say, great person.
Says she had an outgoing personality, loved to dance, and was a member of her high school's junior varsity dance team.
I like what you said. Say, he got too many words. I'm in agreement. Dog, it ain't been 24 hours I just heard that mine gone. Fuck you mean, mine gone? I can't stop. No. Shout out to Joe Biden for the $5 super chat. Say, meanwhile, 50 plus people shot here in Chicago over the weekend. Mayor LaBeetlejuice ain't doing nada. Say no outrage. Absolutely correct.
She was the little girl that I love to see, that I love to hear from. No matter how I felt, I can talk to her, and it was...
He's speaking as if this happened like a week or two ago. This literally happened yesterday. I just pay attention to words and behavior, man. I don't.
Junior varsity.
We all grieve different. We all grieve different. Go ahead. Oh, damn it. I pressed the wrong thing. Here we go.
Dance team.
She was the little girl that I love to see, that I love to hear from. No matter how I felt, I can talk to her, and it was all right. That was my baby.
Alex.
Yeah, like no interview yet. Say I'm still acting out my grief. Again, people they go through things different. Say he had insurance. Sounds like it to me. It really do.
Alexandria's health teacher, 61-year-old Jean Kushka, was also killed in the shooting. The beloved teacher worked for the school district for 20 years. She reportedly lost her life trying to protect her students.
I need somebody to make this make sense.
That from a grieving dad who has many questions about the deadly shooting that took his daughter's life 1 month before Alex's 16th birthday.
Shout out to Joe Biden for the $2 super chat. Say distance dad. Let's be real. We can't pretend it.
Right now, I'm just trying to find some answers. Y'all want to know how he got in?
Okay. All right. That's a good point. Shout out to Lundy for the $5 cash out. Say $5 challenge, and he had insurance on her, Willie. Hey, I can believe that. I can believe that according to behavior. In my opinion, I have to put out, in my opinion, I can believe he did. He got questions, as he should. He just lost a child.
1 month before Alex's 16th birthday.
Right now, I'm just trying to find some answers. Y'all want to know how he got in?
Okay. And then I got to ask a question. I know this question that people may not want to ask a person. After we find out how the person got in and your loved one is gone, what does that do? Or is we looking for motive for lawsuits? Which I'm kind of pretty sure if the school dropped the ball that there will be lawsuits, and rightfully so. Hell, we sue for everything else. Shout out to Taz, man, for the $5 super chat. Say, going crazy out here in these damn streets.
Now, Bill just talked to his daughter yesterday afternoon. He will now fly here to St. Louis in a couple of days and help prepare Alex's funeral. Live in South City, Robert Townsend, 5 years old.
Well, shout out to all the people who is going through this, and this is a terrible moment, and it shouldn't have happened. But these type of situations does happen. It happens all across the country. Your school is not exempt. It may never happen at your child's school, but just know it's going to happen at someone's child's school. Before we get on up out of here, I have to play this because we're talking about schools. We spoke on a situation like this a few days ago to where we talked about the books in school and where people was arguing with the LGBT books that was in school. I saw something else. I saw something, and you have to hear it for yourself. You really have to hear what I'm finna put up for yourself that's actually in a book that a dad is going to read in front of the council to let them know what's in the book. I'm not sure if this is one of the LGBT books, but I can tell you that this is a sexualizing book. So here we go. I want y'all to hear it. Think for yourself. Shout out to Prophet Made for the $2 cash out. Say salute, Dad smiling because child support. Oh, I'm trying to tell you something. I had a whole child support party. Yeah, child support free, baby. You know what I'm saying? No. I don't. Hell. According to what he said, I don't. Wait. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. This is just a sexualized book. Like, it's worse than the shit that we put up to read some things of another book. Oh, this one here deeper. Here we go.
You guys probably are aware that TPS and Mustang schools are going through some accreditation problems via HB 1775. You guys are going to have the same issue if you don't clean it up. And I'm going to find it, and I've got some connections that I've made over the last couple of years battling you guys that I'll bring that to bear.
This is one thing that parents should know. Those codes that he just pointed out, SB did this and this. It makes for a better speech because it let people know you actually know what you're talking about. But go ahead.
These books. This is in 2 elementary schools.
In elementary schools.
Feels good to be yourself. A book about gender identity. Sanger and Will Rogers teaches the kids that the doctor's merely guessing whether it's a boy or a girl.
Y'all understand what we just said? The book is teaching them that the doctors is guessing whether the child is a boy or girl. And people say that they're not trying to what's the A word? They're not trying to or they don't have an agenda, and or they're not trying to indoctrinate. I said the A word, but it's indoctrinate.
That's a millstone offense.
You say the gay book. I say I knew it. But hold on. Keep listening.
Explicit child rape, child molestation.
You hear that?
Do these have academic value?
Good question.
You guys are going to have to answer that question. And it shouldn't take a form. If I send an email to a man who's in charge of protecting the innocence of our children, and the response is fill out a form, I would consider that a millstone offense. There's a rape of a 10-year-old girl, graphic, in this book. It's hard.
There's a grape of a 10-year-old girl, graphic, in a school book. Okay.
Heartbreaking. By no means should there be a ban on books. Don't mistake what I'm saying for that. There ought to be academic books in the school libraries. And this problem, I never imagined it would be at my alma mater.
And this is one of the best ways to communicate. Notice, he's not raising his voice. He's not shouting, screaming. No, he's just speaking.
I went from 4th grade up to Stillwater Public Schools. I'm an alum. And we have books after book after book after book. This is the junior high. This book contains sexually explicit assault and battery.
Sexual explicit assault and battery. He finna read it.
I hesitate to read it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel comfortable reading it to adults. 13-year-olds can check this book out. And you guys have bought it for them and provided it for them. And it needs to be corrected ASAP. Are you going to eat her? Yeah, Earl, I'm going to eat her. Do you even know how to eat? No, not really. Papa Gaines never sat you down and said, son, one day you're going to have to eat. No, but he taught me how to eat a. Yep, I would teach you some technique, but it's a little complicated. Son, I don't have time for that. I got 20 over here I need to eat. Is that right? I'm on a deadline. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. There are 79 in this book. 79. 51 shits, 11 dicks, 15 and 9 goddams, and the list goes on.
My problem is they let the word dicks go by, but they didn't let the ussy word go by. So it's okay to be able to speak on the male's part, but it's not okay to be able to speak on the female's part. Y'all did catch that, right?
Over here I need to eat. Is that right? I'm on a deadline.
Say that book sounds fire. That's what's up. I don't know the name of the book, but we're gonna back it up.
It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. There are 79 in
So there's 79, and I believe that's the F word.
This book. 79. 51 shits, 11 dicks, 15 and 9 goddams, and the list goes on. And you guys need to fix it.
He said, I need that book. Because you can judge animals in this day and time, Willie. So the males are the animals. That's what's up. Say, Willie, there are men with that name. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But we do also call each other the P name too. We will name you the P out here in these streets. Let's see if he say the name of the book.
This book contains sexually explicit matter. I went from 4th grade up to Stillwater Public Schools. I'm an alum. And we have books after book after book after book. This is at the junior high. This book contains sexually explicit assault and battery. I hesitate to read it. I don't feel comfortable reading it to adults. 13-year-olds.
See, I'm on my way to the library.
Can check this book out. And you guys have bought it for them and provided it for them. And it needs to be corrected ASAP.
Again, we think ye is crazy. Great point.
Are you going to eat her? Yeah, Earl, I'm going to eat her. Do you even know how to eat?
Do y'all understand that they are making males look like aggressors and like the scums of the earth? They're starting this in middle school to where the 13-year-olds can check this type of book out. So the 12-year-olds and the 11-year-olds become talking about middle school. Yeah. Shout out to Joe Biden for the $5 super chat. Say, Willie, I dare them to tell him to watch his language. Oh, say they can't. It's a book. They've allowed accessibility to the kids. Yeah. To be accessible to the kids. Yeah, so they couldn't stop him or correct him.
No, not really. Papa Gaines never sat you down and said, son, one day you're going to have to eat. No.
Yeah, we don't have the book title.
But he taught me how to eat a. Yep. I would teach you some technique, but it's a little complicated. Son, I don't have time for that. I got 20 over here I need to eat. Is that right? I'm on a deadline.
I think he was saying I got 20 ussies to eat round here. Jesus.
It goes.
Yeah, he just reading the evidence. Yeah.
It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. There are 79 in this book. 79. 51 shits, 11 dicks, 15 and 9 goddams, and the list goes on. And you guys need to fix it.
Shout out to London for the $1 cash app. Said, Willie, are you recording this part? Like to share? Is it? Oh, no. Well, no. I forgot to, but I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to cut it out. People need to see this. People really, really do need to hear this. Now, I do understand, and like I've said when we talked about this in the other live, all sexual explicit books should not be in elementary and middle schools. If anything, I can more or less understand it in high school, since we do allow high schoolers to become parents. Since we do allow high schoolers to choose who they want to hunch. So I'm all for it. It is what it is, across the board. Do what you want to do. But we going to the elementary school and to the middle schoolers. And then we'd be surprised with the behavior of the students. And then we may be surprised of the aggressiveness coming from males and females when it comes down to the opposite sex and or the same sex. Maybe there's getting a hold to some of these books. Who is teaching this type of stuff. My thing is, I would have loved to hear the response from the people sitting right here. Shout out to London for the $2 super chat. Said the name of the book is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. No. Man, listen. Give y'all yourselves a pat on the back, boy, because y'all done made it to the end of the midday news. I appreciate y'all for joining the player. Listen. It's really kind of hard to teach your children to be safe at school when someone comes to the school to complete a mission. There's really nothing a parent can do once your child is at school to protect themselves when there's a gunman. The most I can do is watch 23-6 and your 9, but even with that right there, if somebody's shooting down the door and they get into the room, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You may get hit, you may not get hit. Shout out to Esther for the $1 cash app. Say, is there a RICO law for an autobiography? That's a good point. That's a good point. And it's strange to me that the school allowed that book in. In my mind, maybe no one read the book. Or maybe someone did read the book. Say, get your kids a gun. That's a good point. That's a great thought right there. You know what I'm saying? Say, lock your kids in the basement. Ooh, say, safe to say, he was a girl in the school. Oh, Jesus. Say, sound like an erotic novel. I like them eroticals, too. Oh, boy. Listen. Again, these type of things will continue to happen. There's really nothing you can do to prevent. Yes, there's one thing. I just thought about it. There's two things. You can cancel all schools and then there will be no more school shootings. And or you will have to have people to stand posts on every entrance of every school. I would say that's about the only way you could damn near 99% prevent a in-school shooting. unless somebody is coming through the window. You know what I'm saying? Unless they coming through the window, then hell, we ain't got people to protect all windows. Say, Willie, I just seen some barbecue pork belly that look hella good. That's what's up. I like that. I like that shit right there. Look at. Damn, I'm burping. I'm finna go on and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking. Remember, pray for your kids, as they say. Cover them with the blood and all that stuff, as they say. Keep doing y'all. I really ain't tripping. You know, it just sound funny to me. It just sound different to me. Well, no, it don't sound different because I grew up hearing that and kind of believing that right there too. So it's understood, but you know what I'm saying. It's just here what it is, man. We just got the insurance. Please have insurance on your children. Please have insurance on your children. It's cheap. It's cheaper than gas. Insurance on your children is cheaper than gas. And one of the biggest problems is we don't have a picture. We have no idea who this middle age, like the young girl said, he was middle age. Whoa. So 19 and 20? He just left high school. That's middle age. That's what's up. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking. Appreciate y'all being around here with a player. We couldn't get over 500. It is what it is. That's what's up. I said, get that insurance on kids. You ain't birth. Yeah, get some insurance on them too. Yeah. Make a good payday. Say, I graduated from Willie Academy. That's what's up. Say, Willie, I got insurance on my dogs too. Listen, we got the plan for the future. That's what insurance is for. I appreciate y'all for rocking, man. I'm finna go ahead and get on up out of here. I hope that y'all enjoy, because I do be trying to entertain while we talking about serious subjects. And I hope that I be coming across, good. Appreciate y'all for rocking. We will possibly be back round by 8 o'clock. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the cash apps, the PayPal, the super chat. Thank you. Y'all, we out of here. I done hit that damn button. Y'all have a good one. I'm gone.